right, hello, we made it. Welcome to Stop Questioning Everything, the official Drug Receipts podcast. We are the brand bringing Web3 to streetwear and streetwear to Web3 in the form of digital and physical wearables, all featuring our signature DR experience, augmented reality. We are your trusted source for mind-altering content, promoting the pillars of art and subversion, science and skepticism, and community and sport. I'm your host, Arlo Eisenberg, the founder and artist behind Drug Receipts. Today is March 16th, 2023, at least here in the States. It's Friday, March 17th over in New Zealand. This is episode number 30. Is that right? Wow. So this is all about the mint. This is all about the Kill Team Stabbi Collection. And guys, I have to tell you, this is the least prepared I've ever been for a podcast, but don't worry, we've got plenty of people here. We've got plenty of content. This show will literally write itself. But we have planned our mint and our podcast for the same day. So today and the weeks leading up to today have been really all about the collection and the mint. So forgive us if it's a little rough around the edges, but we've got, as I said, we've got a lot of really fun and cool stuff for you. Just as soon as we get into it, we've got some special guests from Crypto Walkers. Christian and Shay will be here. We've got the always entertaining and excitable Brooke Howard-Smith. And of course, all your regular Drug Receipts crew will be here. Trevor, Jesse, myself, and behind the scenes, we've got Dawn and Acro. And in fact, we're without a producer today. So Dawn has stepped in. So again, in a lot of ways, you'll just have to forgive us as we make our way through this podcast. But we think it's going to be a fun one. So without any further hesitation, Dawn, let's do it. Let's get into this show. Yeah. Boom. Cool. Sick. All right. Interoperability in the house. There you go. A demonstration. Dawn, I need help. There we go.
Hey, here we are. We got let out of the cage. Oh,
Boom.
Coming at you from the deep void background there. You didn't sacrifice yourself, I see, Mr. Howard-Smith.
I tell you what I did is I sacrificed my onesie to give it
That's
to
what I was going to say. Where's your onesie?
I sent it. We sent it in an Uber to a hip hop superstar who we hope is posting about it today here in New Zealand. And but you know what? You guys look amazing, and I'm there with you in spirit. I have my. You know what? I'm just going to get naked. No, I have my.
Show feet.
Trevor, are you naked under yours? What's the best way to wear the onesie? What are you supposed to wear under it?
Nothing. It's definitely a raw. Flesh to material experience that you need to have. So you're missing it, Arlo. You're not giving yourself the true onesie experience. You've got to.
You know how everyone has that one friend where you're really worried that they're a nudist, but you just don't want to ask them. And I feel like Trevor is that dude. So let's just move along really rapidly. Let's move the.
My wife is probably watching this, so this is dangerous territory for us to get into. We should definitely move on. Is anything going on? Is there anything going on today?
Yeah,
is there anything
just another day. How cool was that video? How cool was the video with the avatars walking the Drug Receipts?
Even though, listen, so let's just approach the elephant in the room that people are like, how do bears walk, right? Because it's got such short little legs. And it's like, we will get like, that is like, we have the best animators on the planet working for us all the time. And they're working on solving shit, but it's true. Firstly, bears don't walk upright normally, although fuck me. Sorry about swearing. Have you guys seen that piece that Yetis, like Sasquatches, might have been bears the whole time, walking on two paws? Do you know this? So there's a whole bunch of data now that we live in like a world where we're able to kind of, that bears every now and then walk on two legs, and that's what people have been seeing the whole time. Cool. Crazy. Moving along.
Move along. But so when bears walk on two legs, do they look like the party bears?
Exactly like the party league. They look like they haven't been to the toilet in a little while, and they're just thinking about, yeah. Love it.
Got the, yeah. That's how you walk when
you're
in a
so
onesie.
none of these game environments are online. So obviously, there's a little bit of like speculation and kind of just imagining what these things will look like. So this is just an early taste of what interoperability will look like. But yeah, there's still going to be some evolution in how these characters will ultimately look.
Yeah, but it's so funny. We're such nitpickers in Web3, right? That's the sense. It's like we've got the world's best animators working with these assets to combine them. And I've said already how hard it is to take a simple thing like a T-shirt and then roll it onto 10,000 or 20,000 unique assets without clipping, and the sense of kind of like the challenges that are ahead. It's amazing. So bear with us. See what I did?
Nice.
But we'll get there.
I have to say, from what we've seen from our meetings, with Jesse and the team, but some of the solutions that they've come up with and the things that they're doing in terms of like how they're able to apply clothing to, a lot of different sizes is really, really cool.
Well, we talked about this before, that we just happen to be living at the beginning of the exponential age, when suddenly AI is going to do so much of the heavy lifting that in the past you just could not get away from like 20 hours of code. But now it's just, God, it's so amazing to be right at that point. Like, it's the Goldilocks period, guys. We get AI and we get to enjoy it just before it kills us. So just enjoy it. It's,
we also might be
this is the final round
generation that dies of old age. Our kids,
Yeah, this is the period that is not covered in the Terminator series. That between when it started,
that golden era.
I wonder why.
Age.
Because the worlds look very different. I wonder if there's a reason why this period that we're into.
No, that's why it's Terminator 6. Everything's okay is what that movie would be called. It's like everything's.
It's the golden hour where you get to take advantage of all the the huge leaps in technology, but right before that technology comes back to kill you.
Yeah, but also, hey, it'll kill us, and then we'll be somehow be trapped in some kind of hive mind. So, you'll be a little bit alive, right?
Well, the best thing we could hope for is like the Matrix, right? They put us into a great world where,
right.
Can you reboot? Can you sort of red pill and then go put me back in, but this time I want to be,
Yeah. You know what, Trevor? That's the other thing I think about you is in that Matrix movie, you'd be that one dude that wants the steak, right? You're the bad guy that, the dude.
Steak guy.
The guy?
Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
I love it. Hey,
unfortunately, you peeled these back on my head, Brooke Howard Smith, and my brain will never be the same again. I'm now, if I look back at my life 18 months ago to where I am now, it's a very, very different person that exists in this shell.
Yeah.
Web3 has completely consumed me. So yeah, thanks
as
for that.
As it will. We live we're in the trenches of the beginning of the exponential age. We will look back and laugh about that amazing, what is probably going to be the best podcast ever, and certainly the greatest day of our lives. And we'll laugh. That's right.
Bad boy. Huh?
It's bloody hard to look at that knowing that you're not wearing anything underneath. It is so, it makes the whole experience both visceral and disturbing. Look at that.
I absolutely love my high level of production quality.
Yeah, that's good. I love it. I see what we did there.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to do an Arlo in this right now. That might change our rating and therefore affect our reach. And we are trying to reach as many people as possible and tell them about the onesie, right? So
I got to say, it's so funny because I'm old enough to have been through 100 of these, 20-something startups and been through a bunch of businesses. You look after the core components, quality, creativity, and everything else just happens. Everyone that's wondering what'll happen, just quality and creativity, you get those two right, and and it will happen. So like, congratulations on getting to mint on the onesie, guys. The start is that the product is awesome, and that's all that really matters right now.
Yeah, well, the product is awesome, but there's another thing. Yeah, so cool. The details are great. But also the technology is awesome because, right, we are basically inventing a new model here with this drop. So the product, yeah, the digital wearables, the physical wearables, I mean, we've got that, but that's kind of, we're not exactly blazing new ground there or new territory. I mean, people make great product, people make great wearables, make great physical apparel. But this new model in terms of how people interact with the collection, how our holders determine the collection, they're picking the amount of they're picking the different colors, they're picking the sizes, they're picking the quantities in each of those. Yeah, in every way, our holders are determining the collection, the details of the collection. And then the fact that we're not going to hold this stuff in our store, that the only way to get it will be on the secondary market, also turns that, we've talked a lot about turning OpenSea into the storefront, but they are, each one of their wallets then becomes a DRX store. Sorry, Brooke, just really quickly, just because there was some question about this in the Discord as we were minting, but these are all new mechanics, so I don't think we can, take too much time explaining it. And it will all become more and more clear as we've had some real experience with it. But right now, while a lot of it is yet to be revealed, I'll just walk you through it one more time. But so those of you that have gone through the mint process, I think you've seen that it was easy, and it probably now has already started to help you get your heads around it. But you picked for each item that's available in your capsule, you get a t-shirt, you get a hat, and you either get a hoodie or a onesie. We don't know yet which it'll be. But for each one of those, you pick your sizes, you pick your colors, and then when the capsules are revealed, you will have a digital wearable. You'll have an NFT of your t-shirt, for instance, and that digital wearable will reflect the choices that you made. So if you picked a purple t-shirt in size medium, your NFT will be a purple in size medium, a digital version of that. You will also get a prescription that will entitle you to claim in our drugstore at drx.store. You can go right into our store, and you can also get the physical version of that. You can claim a purple medium t-shirt right from our store. But you are determining those quantities. You will not be able to have that kind of interactivity at any point after the mint. You're not going to be able to go onto OpenSea and pick a t-shirt NFT and then decide what color or size it is. But from all of the available listed tokens on OpenSea, you'll be able to hopefully find whatever you're looking for. You can filter by size, you can filter by color, you can filter by design. It will all be included in the metadata. The thumbnails will all clearly depict what size it is. You'll be able to see what color it is. So it will be like shopping in a store, but OpenSea will be the store.
It's incredible. It's
very cool, guys.
The mint itself, obviously, the clothing is epic, right? We all agree that the quality of the merch, we actually deliver products that look like what they're supposed to look like, and because we have the ability to do that at a cut and sew level. So we have the manufacturing. So it's not just this. That's a great part and an example of what we're doing here at Drug Receipts, and there's going to be a lot more to come as we deliver more and more of these collections. It's also that exactly what Arlo's pointing out. It's changing the game and opening up OpenSea to new ideas, opening up OpenSea's consumers to new ideas. I really feel super proud of this team and just want to capture this on the internet of things so that the future AI overlords can see it as testament. This little team of 6 people have done some magical work here, and I'm really, really super proud of all of them. And I think everybody that is watching now and is a part of this project should give a round of applause to the team and pat yourselves on the back, because we are definitely doing amazing things in this space and continue to build, mint or not. Thank you, everyone.
Well said. Bravo. I imagine my audio quality is not going to be that rad.
Yeah, coming to a 7-Eleven near you. Okay, so before we get into the next part, which everybody's waiting for, right? We've got these great guests sitting backstage waiting to come on the show. But before we do that, I just wanted to put a shout out to old Greg, and I don't know if he's in the chat. I can't see him in the comments, but a massive, massive shout out to old Greg for getting the party started for us on Mint Day. I know I was in there a little bit, not in there as much as I would like because it's Mint Day. But I know there was a killer set, lots of good vibes in there, and some really, really well-produced visuals to go along with the great tune. So thank you, old Greg, for firing everybody up and driving them in here, fizzing and frothing at the mouth. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I'm glad this is a visual only. Like this is not an in-room event.
Oh. Whew. Thank you, old Greg. That's awesome. And I think he was talking about maybe extending it a little bit. And so we had like festivities leading up to the podcast, getting us into the Mint. There will be an after party following the podcast, which Jesse is getting ready for right now. I'm in Dallas, but about 3-hour drive from here in Austin, where South by Southwest is going on. Jesse's hosting a paradise party. And so there'll be some snugglers over there. And I think she's streaming it. Is she gonna do another stream from there?
I believe so.
That. Yeah.
I believe that there is a stream going live. I think there's even information in the Discord. Not that I've been able to see too much of what's going on in there because it's Mint Day. Head down, face up. Oh, what happened there? He's back.
Well,
that's how things will work in the metaverse. You'll be mid-conversation and then suddenly somebody will be...
Well, you guys will know that I like to travel whilst on podcast, and I booked a blimp for 3:00, but I'm not going to make that.
Post
blimp.
Malone.
Yeah, I'm blimping with Jana Jemison. I don't know if you remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Blimping to an island off the coast.
Got it. The reality of the rattle machine that is Brookhouse Smith's life. Okay, let's. Do we have some fanfare? We've got.
Pause. Have you told people to like and subscribe and to retweet this podcast yet? Guys, come on. Amateur hour here.
That's why we bring you
come
in.
On.
Because
come on. Okay, out there, please. I'll give away something. Why don't I give away something? What should I give away? Shirt off my back. This shirt. We will send a shirt to anywhere in the world if one of you that retweets this podcast. And it's my favorite shirt. So this is the kind of thing. If anyone says Brooke Howard Smith, what kind of a guy is he? He will give you the shirt off his back if you just like, subscribe, and tweet. And I promise to do that right now. Thank you.
All right. So as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, there's somebody missing from the podcast team today. Our beloved producer, Joellen, is not available. And so we've had to throw the one and only I Am Don into the mix. And here he is. He's brought himself on screen because he has the controls. We've handed the keys to Don, and he's in charge of the broadcast.
Oh, my
How
God.
are you, Don?
It's the rodeo. And Don
I'm sorry, guys. My Wi-Fi dropped and I'm connected to my phone and running this, so I accidentally popped on screen. So I'm gonna disappear and get back into things. See you guys later.
Thanks, Don.
He's currently in the process of 5 mints. He's minting 5 different projects, including drug receipts, which is good.
Including ours.
He's jamming the hell out of it.
While
someone out
producing on autopilot.
I saw that someone is in the YouTube chat, and I just want to shout them out real quick because I posted this on my Instagram, but this is the super sick wooden tray. You can see it's like laser engraved. It's got Ghost brand and drug receipts on the back. But a good friend of mine, Ray Soto, out here in Dallas, he made this for me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Left it for me over at Carrier Skate Shop. And I saw that he was in the comments. So I just want to say thanks, Ray, and shout you out. Show this really cool drug receipts item that you made. Awesome. And just in time for our Kill Team Stabbi Collection mint.
What and is it? So it's like a tray, like a cheese board. It would be for your Kill Team cheeses that we're.
I guess you could throw your keys or your thumb drives on it.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Or any other paraphernalia that you might have lying around your coffee table region. Arlo, does it trigger the augmented reality experience? This could be a product in the making right here.
Good question. I checked. It doesn't. So I thought that it would, but I noticed, I think because he replaced the outline with the border of the tray. So there's not a black line on the bottom of the knives. So I think it doesn't have all the elements for the trigger, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. I like
what a
that.
shame.
That's pretty cool. Can you make that as a mirror tray for me, Ray? If that's possible.
What could you do? You can always look at yourself. Is that right? So you can always look at yourself through a mask and knife. So many reasons. Up close. It's like a.
What would you ever do with a mirror tray?
The reason we went down this road with Don and everything was so we could announce our guests who are patiently waiting backstage and don't have all the time.
Poor guests.
Us to banter on at infinitum about nonsensical conversation.
I bet you the Walker's World podcasts are like so slick as well, and they're just dealing with this.
They aren't dressed in onesies, though. Their podcasts. Well, let's find out. Maybe they are. Don, can we do some? Have we got any fanfare, or are we just going straight up?
Do this. Bring them up. I mean, please. Easy.
Dang, even the title.
Hey. Good evening.
How goes it?
Everybody. Oh my God, Shay, what are you wearing? And Brooke,
I don't know.
Ask Shay all the same questions that you asked me.
I'm so jealous.
Come on, Shay.
Awesome.
This is one of the comfiest things that I've ever worn for sure.
Nice.
Finally, someone that makes it look good on the podcast.
Yeah, looking so good. I'm with Christian. Like, I feel like a little bit left out, but this is
what's up?
Fun that drives this entire industry.
Yeah. Hey, you know something that I think
viewers, because we got to.
I think something that people are wondering, Trevor, that we can help with since we've got them here live. I'm 5'7". I'm wearing the medium large.
I was just going to ask that.
You see that? I mean, this is a good size. I mean, obviously they're all meant to be big and baggy and loose, so there's plenty of room in it. But I don't feel swallowed in it. You see that?
No, you're a little bit fuzzy now.
It's a bit blurry.
Here, watch. I'll get on my chair here.
Is he fuzzy for you guys?
This is actually Arlo's modeling is mostly chair-based modeling. This is the challenges of being a 5'7" model. 5'7" is awesome. He's 5'6 3/4.
Hey, it's the perfect rollerblading size.
Yeah, that's right. There's a myriad of reasons. There's
obviously 5'7" is better than 6'2" for rollerblading.
There was about 15 years there where I didn't know how short I was because everyone I was surrounded by, they were all other pro rollerbladers and we were all the same size. And back then, Brooke was the oddity. And then we get out into the real world and find out that Brooke is actually a normal man.
Somebody soundbite that, please. Clip that, get it up. That's a meme right there. Brooke,
hey, so Walker World, like you guys, I'm just so excited about this. I think it's so interesting because I was on the outside of this. DRX could have started with Fluff or Party Bears and gone down the road of kind of these but the fact that we started with this amazing community that sits, although quite close to Futureverse, outside the Futureverse, has just been so cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and you guys know, I think if you can go into my tweet history, right, really early on, one of my first tweets about like Web3 was, and about the very early on in your project was how much I love the project. So ambitious, so amazing. I know, God, I can only imagine what it's been like pulling together. It's always such a great idea. We're going to do avatars walking in background. It's a great idea until you have to pull it off, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It was quite a hassle, to say the least. Yeah.
Christian,
Trevor,
how was
what
it
size
playing
is
with the
yours?
onesie? Christian, how was it playing with the onesie on the DRX, on the Walker?
Sorry, did you ask Shay now, or sorry?
No, you, Christian. Did you work with the team that made the onesie come to life, right? The first time we saw it, the big unveiling was on the female walker collection, which was awesome.
Yeah,
was
exactly.
It a challenging one? Did you hurt as much
quite
as Don
challenging. Did? I mean, it was made in another way than the rest of the clothes for the walkers, kind of. You met Melinda, who created it, kind of, right? Mm-hmm. It was a bit tricky, but I'm really happy with how alive it looks when she walks in it. Personally, it's my favorite trait.
Dude, I love that. You know, it's the 3D digital version was made well before we ever got this thing produced. So it really was
exactly
an example, of what the construction would look like. And in a lot of ways, it guided the way that we built it, right? We kind of had a reference to go on.
Yeah, the reference illustration was beautiful, of course, but we had to make it was a little bit cartoony almost. So make it from a cartoon to kind of look real.
Now it's serious.
It's a bit of a hassle.
Well, we're watching like how hard this is, the sense, because obviously some other wearables projects, it's been a little bit controversial in the last week or so. They're delivering products, and this is not easy. When you start with something digital, literally the digital artist is kind of creating a rod for your back, right? Because they're like, what would look unbelievable? And they're able to do anything. And then suddenly you bring in the cut and sew, people are like, you want to do what? And it needs to do what? And it needs to be comfortable, and it needs to be, not $1 billion per unit. So I just think it's amazing. When I first saw the actual items, I was so shocked that they'd pulled it off.
Yeah.
Not shocked, but
Can I ask a boomer question? How do I type in the chat, the YouTube chat?
You have to go to YouTube. You have to go to YouTube.
Oh, I can't do it from Restream?
No.
I'm not going to do that.
Don has the power.
That would be a feature, though, for them to add. We should recommend that.
So, Shay and Christian, did you guys see the video that we opened the podcast with? Were you guys backstage to see that? Because it was all built around the NFT that Shay actually owns. So, Shay, you have a female walker with the onesie, right?
Yes, I do.
And so we used that one to create a whole bunch of content. I know we've already seen it once, but I love it and I want to watch it again. Yeah. Don, can we throw it up again and show Shay what we did to her walker?
Yeah, I would love to see that. I wasn't around for that. So let's see it.
You've seen some of them. I'm sure you've seen some of them. But yeah, Don, if you're there. Yes,
so cool.
All
Sweet.
All that in the environment that you share with us. It's pretty cool.
There's something kind of funny about that because they gave us the character and we had the background. So we basically, I think, put their rigged character back onto their own background. So basically we recreated your NFT as it already exists.
And guys, is that the arcade
job?
That's the arcade background?
Mm-hmm.
That's the arcade background, yeah.
I love arcades so much. Let's shout out to the arcade crew.
Yeah,
shout out.
Sure.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah. Arcade background. There's like 2 arcade backgrounds. If we should be really picky, right?
So when you're looking at that, so when you're looking at that,
quick plug. The arcade background actually holds like quite a few perks, and we just announced that yesterday too. So.
Oh wow!
Cool. So Shay, talk us a little bit through this. So 2 things have happened to you recently. You've just announced some pretty significant alpha into your community, and you guys have gone through a massive brand change, right? Like when we first started this, and people who are paying acute attention will notice that this actually has your old logo on it. So this is a sample product, right? Obviously, that's why only a couple of us have them, and Brooke gave his away, which is, well, it is what it is. But yes, you guys are now no longer Crypto Walkers. Tell us the story behind the rebrand and how that's been for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually love that some of the onesies like have CW. I think it's super nostalgic and almost like a time capsule because I think it's a very special moment in the brand, and it's almost hard for me. It's like muscle memory. I still call us Crypto Walkers. But yeah, we're transitioning from Crypto Walkers to Walker World. We've transitioned for the most part, but there's a lot that goes into a rebrand, and there's always stuff that comes up. A lot went into it, from changing like the collection name or external brand facing stuff. But it was really a strategic decision made to attract a more Web 2 audience, because I think the word crypto turns a lot of like Web 2 people off, and unfortunately there's such a stigma associated with it. And I mean, that with things that have happened in our space, that's like kind of to be expected. So I think, we're building a game, and to attract like mainstream Web 2, really make our mark in the AAA space and to reach mass adoption. It was a strategic choice that we made. So now we're Walker World.
So cool.
Can I point out a couple of other things, since we're kind of talking about the differences between these promo pieces, like what Shay is wearing, and what will actually be a production? So we've identified that the CW logo will be replaced with the WW logo for production. But another thing, I don't know if you caught it when I had my mask on, but our mask actually has a crack on it. And these masks here are supposed to have a crack on them, and they don't.
I mean, I knew you'd bring it up.
Wow.
He's just such a perfectionist. This is killing him. In truth, Arlo, you'll be able to you'll love the fact that you've got a unique one, like Shay.
No, it is cool. It makes them collectible.
Super rare.
And in fact, it was my fault too, by the way.
Yeah,
I sent Dawn, we were resizing the mask. I sent him updated art and neglected to include the crack. So I have no one to blame but myself. But as you said, it does make these collectible now.
So Christian and Shay, I've been talking, as I do without kind of asking today about, so we've seen that each of the videos that were rendered that we released, one of them, it's a Bored Ape that's walking in DRX in Walker World with an arcade background, right? So there's 4, completely different entities that are kind of collaborating, or at least a part of that moment, right? And what was interesting to me that I think that the community hadn't really understood or hadn't got their head around is that these game environments may have bonuses for people that are wearing specific, like if you're wearing wearables in there, it could be a completely different experience for you, right?
Brooke, Howard, I just can't help myself.
Just getting them to commit to like $100,000 worth of development without that.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about it definitely in our environments, that it makes sense that you'd build token gated experiences into those environments, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Done. So done. Okay, great work. Okay.
No, absolutely. I think within Walker World specifically, I think there's going to be a few ways to have an avatar and play a game, and you'll be able to have a walker. But we're also, one of our huge core pillars is interoperability. So we already have 6 other collections integrated into the game. And I think, token gating, obviously token gating, even if we're free to play, token gating some experiences is obviously going to be essential to strategy, and makes things a bit exclusive and for the true loyal collectors and communities. So definitely agree.
Yeah, I'm not holding you to any of this, but I guess my point is that the collaborations are started at this early stage before we have in-game, and we hope that we continue to collaborate with you guys on the game, and maybe there are Easter eggs and some really cool moments in there for the people that do hold the assets and have supported since day one.
Absolutely. I think that's the goal. I think for example, I was saying that on the Twitter space that we did yesterday, for the people who hold the walkers with the drug receipts onesie, the value is not going to stop after your free onesie or after you do this mint. Like, Drug Receipts and Walker World are going to work together to deliver long-term value and utility to those assets. And I know Drug Receipts is, going to do the same thing with their Kill Team Stabbies. So, and any like long-term strategic team like should be doing that and is going to do that. So that is definitely our plan.
Love it.
Speaking of rewarding your holders, did you guys drop some news, or am I really dropping you in it now? We did not talk about this backstage, so feel free to bump over this question if you
did we drop some news? I don't know. We're holding on to a lot of that we haven't dropped yet.
There's a private chat for this. You could just ask him that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Steering clear of that. All right. So what's next? What's next for Crypto Walkers then? Is that a better way to say it? Where do you go with the project? What's the roadmap look like?
Yeah, I'll let Christian speak to this too. Yeah, Christian.
Yeah, for right now we are developing hover cars, like vehicles to get around in this amazing big walker world that we're building. That's one of them. I don't know. We have some things that are in development. We can't really maybe talk about right now, but there will be one. Vehicles is probably the mint that's gonna be next. Of course, that's what we're working on. Yeah, what else? Staking coming up real soon.
Cool. Yeah.
It's really on its way now.
By the way, huge shout out. He is such a trooper. It is like an ungodly hour in Europe right now. So thanks, Christian, for joining us.
It's 3 a.m. here in the morning, in the night.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Man, time to turn it up, man. It's time to turn it up, bro.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
we had this off the
I feel like
where are you in Germany?
I'm not in Germany. I'm in Sweden, in Stockholm.
Sweden and Stockholm. Okay, brilliant. Okay. Yeah. So that's turn it up.
It works just as well because Brooks' German and Swedish accents are the exact same.
You know what's interesting is if it had been Germany, I would have been good. But Arla, what was that bar in Sweden? Was it Sky Bar? Is that still going, Christian?
Spy Bar.
Is it Spy Bar?
Spy Bar was like the hot spot a few years ago.
That's right.
It's still there though.
Yeah,
it would have had to have been about 30 years ago.
On those. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Did you live here? Did you say that? Did you live in Stockholm?
No, I didn't live. I lived there, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you lived
in love.
Yeah. Love it. Love Stockholm.
Yeah, Christian, you need a sip of Shay's Red Bull there. I think she was offering you that.
So, Christian,
I should have had one.
Mm-hmm.
We also had a little bit of after work, so I'm a few beers in. So,
nice.
But it's
you handled the alpha question then very, very well for a few beers in. Much better than any of us, that's for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Trevor, I think we should mention, and I see that our producer is reminding us, but in case we haven't made it explicitly clear, the mint is live right now. All the stuff that we're talking about is available right now. You can go to drx.store/Stabbi, or you can use your phone or smart device and use the QR code that's on screen right now. But the mint is going on live right now. It will be going for at least, another, who knows, till tomorrow, something like that, through tomorrow. But you've got time. It is a limited supply, so you don't have an infinite amount of time. But once the mint is over, that's it. The only way to get any of this stuff will be on the secondary market. And there's an extremely limited supply of these onesies. These are going to be highly coveted, and getting them on the secondary market is we can't predict what the market will do, but we can imagine that there's going to be a high demand and there's a very limited supply. So you can do the math.
They might be at $1 billion by tomorrow, but here's the most important, not financial advice. The most important thing about this is that this mint is the first of its kind where the community sets the supply, not just the total quantity, but the size, the color ranges for a bunch of it. And we talked about this before. because in these mints, you always have this kind of dynamic. Will it sell out? Will it mint out? Will it not? Well, it doesn't matter because we'll end the mint. Is that right?
So,
yeah, it's a 24-hour mint. I mean, we understand the market.
You're in live sending.
It's gone so dark in Sweden.
It's gone very dark. It's back.
But Brooke, you're right. This is not the kind of mint that we can leave open indefinitely, because part of the process is getting the orders, capturing the orders, and then putting an order in. So at some point we got to say, okay, that's it, put in the orders, and then that is the supply. So yeah, there will be some tweaking. This is our very first one. There's a lot that, we're kind of trying to make our best guesses, but we're going to learn the market. We are working with the community, working with the market to find out what the right kind of quantities will be. So yeah, the community will determine the size of this collection.
So I keep trying to get people to advance forward to like a market where there's a clear primary and secondary audience like Jordans. And imagine that Jordans have a cap on production, but people get to set the size themselves, potentially the colorways, etc. And suddenly you've got this already hyper engaged community that is now a part of setting the supply, and they can choose. I'm just gonna mint size 14 because I believe no one else will, or I'm gonna mint right in the middle for the most. I'm gonna mint 5 pairs in size 10.5 because I think that's in this colorway. So the sense of community collaboration in the design is really exciting.
Since you're talking about rarity, can we go ahead and, since Trevor's so hot to get some alpha here, and Christian's not giving up the goods, but we've got some alpha that we can share. Don, if we have videos of the capsules, can we show the purple Stabbi capsule that many of you will have in your wallets already, but they're super sick.
They are.
Very cool.
So once again, Dominic Sagona came through with a great, beautiful capsule with this Stabbi pattern all over it. And for when you go through the mint, those capsules, right, each of you are minting 3 items. You get 3 digital wearables, the t-shirt, the hat, and either the hoodie or the onesie. And so you get all the capsules are identical. You'll get 3 of those purple capsules representing a hat, a t-shirt, and the hoodie or the onesie. And you don't know which is which. You won't even know if you've got a hoodie or a onesie until everything is revealed. But we are very protective of the market with these things, especially of the onesies. We don't want these trading on secondary before they've been revealed. We don't want people dropping them on the floor before they've all had a chance to mint. So there's no way to know which one is a onesie. There's not even a way to know which one's a t-shirt or which one's a hat. They are all the exact same capsule. Now, there's been some speculation because there is a unique capsule that some of you are discovering in your wallets. Don, if you have a moment, let's share that capsule with them. The pink one. The pink broke. Exactly. So many of you will have already figured out what this is. It's not, it's not a very well-kept secret at this point, but we did not include it in any of our communications. This was not something that we told anyone about. It was just a surprise and delight once you started minting. And what it is during Valentine's Day, we released one of our greeting cards. We've done a DR Xmas card, then we did a Broken Hearts Valentine's Day card. And we just give them out for free to any of our holders, anyone holding a Drug Receipts Genesis token. All you have to do is go and claim it. It's completely free. And so for those of you that got the Broken Hearts Club card, if you had that in your wallet while you were minting the Kill Team Stabbi Collection, then we put another capsule into your wallet. That's why some of you have 4 capsules. You should have 3 of the purple, representing your 3 digital wearables, a hat, a t-shirt, and either the hoodie or the onesie. But the 4th capsule, the pink one, is something, it's a surprise. We've not said what it is yet. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's going to be, no, I'm not going to give you a hint. I'm just going to tell you that the pink color, the purple color, they have nothing to do with the onesies. No one will know what a onesie is. The pink Broken Hearts capsules are a special rare item that we are giving to holders as a special thank you for having, or as a special perk for having the Broken Hearts card and for being a snuggler. But it's completely unrelated to the onesie. The onesies are hidden. They are in the purple capsules, just like all the other digital wearables, and none of that will be known until the reveal. Is that clear? Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Yeah.
That did. I followed it, but then again, I've looked at it a few times already, so I might be biased. But surprise!
And how cool is that pink capsule with the glowing hearts? It's so precious. I love it. The Broken Hearts capsule.
How cool is the thing that's in it?
That's what we want to know.
Yeah.
It's not a pink onesie.
It's not a pink onesie. It's definitely not a onesie, but it is something super cool.
And I think so. It's really interesting because if you don't live in the Discord, you won't know just how many drops DRX. These are trade drops, celebration drops for Christmas and Valentine's Day, first birthday. It's really interesting. A couple of people said, "Oh, listen, when are they going to do a free drop?" I was like, "It's all that you've been doing."
Yeah, that's all we do.
I'm like, when are you going to make some money? Yeah. When are you
this honestly is just this is the first paid mint since the Genesis collection.
I'd love to know how many free mints you guys have done since in the last 12 months. It's amazing.
We did do the hoodie. The hoodie was a paid one.
That's right. We did the hoodie.
Our first wearable, which was the hoodie, but it was still, pretty bloody good price. As is this one. I mean, shit, you get 3 digital wearables. Most people are paying, market rate for a digital wearable, and you get to claim the goddamn real thing, and they look amazing. Look at this shit.
I will say this as well, guys, and this is your team, and this is really important. These digital wearables, of all of the teams that I work in and around, DRX is the most passionate about building bridges to other communities and actually talking about their road to wearables. So, no matter what community you're in, and Trevor, I won't list them, I won't get you into trouble, but dude, Trevor is like a stalker. Trevor is messaging every community going, what's your wearables roadmap? How do we make sure that DRX is a part of it so that if you buy this onesie, and guy, this is the key thing. This onesie will appear on a fluff in an in-game environment. It'll appear on, and Party Bears and probably J Punk, everyone, all of our great mates. One of the things that we're committing to in this is and please don't record this, is to making sure that everyone that's actually passionate about an open metaverse is wearing DRX in it.
Yeah. So it's such a beautiful thought, the open metaverse and bringing people together. We had a really amazing meeting with Evan from Ghost Boy just last week, and straight away those guys have jumped in. It's just an example of how open people are to the idea of collaborating and everybody building everybody. And I think it's it makes sense for us. And
can I just give some context, Trevor, just because I think a lot of times we assume everybody knows what we know, but for anyone that doesn't know, Evan is not just behind Ghost Boy, which is a new NFT project, but he's the artist behind Cool Cats, and he was one of the founders of that project, and that is one of the biggest blue chip projects in the space. So he is well established, has a lot of credibility, and is an incredibly creative and cool dude in his own right. So just being able to kind of open up that bridge and have that conversation is a huge boon to our project.
Yeah, and guys, the reason I called Arlo nearly, you can play this, and I'll do my speech.
So this is just, I think Don is putting up, this is, Evan just posted this today. So this is Evan Luza, the designer, the artist behind Cool Cats. And this is him posting in his onesie today. So yeah. And as Trevor mentioned, we've already been in discussions with him about future collaboration opportunities. So this is a really cool development.
Yeah. And there are some key components to why this was always a great project. Because wearables were always going to be a huge part of any visual medium, that made sense. But the biggest part is these are artists talking to each other, right? So Evan is an artist who respects artists. And at the heart of this, it's better, I can't see him while I'm saying nice things about him. This is this project is built around the art of someone that's been an artist for, over 30 years, delivering for brands like Paul Frank and brands across the globe. And so this, you can take it off. I'm feeling weird about just being the only person up here now. But the thing is, what we always knew is that the artists would start to be drawn to this because it is irreverent, because it is interesting, because it is about quality and community. That's really important, right?
I feel like when you say the artists are drawn to this, you're channeling the exact same spirit as when Acro says that onesie suits you. They feel like puns. They feel
I mean,
clever wordplay.
No, I see what you're saying, but no, but artists are drawn to it. I got it. No, but the point is, when all of the kind of the facade around Web3 disappears, what is actually real are the true artists that are using this for true creativity. This crazy thing that we started just over a year ago wasn't by accident. I saw this incredible vehicle, and I called like the artist that I know is more capable of delivering a project than anyone else on the planet, you. And I was like, let's bring your art to this medium. Now, to think that that's beatable, you are wrong, because Arlo, if you are being paid $4 and still doing art, are you still doing art?
Well, yeah. $4 would be more than probably I deserve, but yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a project where you were literally, without request, you were giving your art to servers at restaurants. You're always going to be a part of this. So
the creation process is its own reward, for sure.
That's right.
And
bear markets are completely irrelevant to artists. Like
when this is such a brand new space, and so many people rushed into it initially, like with the expectation that they could turn a quick buck. There was a lot of shallow, hollow, derivative projects. But now what you're seeing, especially in the bear market, is the things that survive and the things that start to rise to the top, as Brooke says, are the things that have substance. There has to be something there that can deliver real value. And nothing delivers more value than something that is authentic, that is crafted, or that shows real craftsmanship, that shows real care. And so all the people on this panel right now, the reason we're here, the reason we're still here is because we care about the product that we put out there, and we're delivering something of value to the people, to our holders, and they recognize that. So yes, absolutely, we are seeing a change from this wide, shallow product offering to now something that's much more concentrated, but that goes a lot deeper.
And I'm going to be well said, Arlo. I'm going to be super controversial here. But in art space, the sense of like massive mint, et cetera, one of the reasons why I think we've always been drawn to smaller mints that are minted around a community that's passionate about them, and like we don't need this thing to go off the chains, is because no artist really cares about that as a success metric. The success metric is, do you feel freaking awesome experiencing this artistic expression? And, how does it make you feel, right?
That's an important point. And the rarity or the specialness of the thing is an important component of what we're offering here. It's why, our Genesis collection was 10,000 tokens, but this mint is capped at 750. It could come in at less than that, which will make it even more precious and rare, but it can't go above that. And it was important to us that we kept the number. For me, it was important to stay under 1,000. It had to feel like really constrained. We wanted each piece that everyone had to feel special. And then on top of that, by dividing the quantities between different colors, so that, you've got the 4 different colored t-shirts, by the time they all mint out, whatever it is, if you have a black medium, Stabbi t-shirt, there's only going to be, a very limited number of those units. Yeah. So that gives the holders 2 things. It makes each item more special, but it also gives the holders more power when in the secondary market.
Yeah, and listen, I've got to jump in a car to get to a blimp, to get to a seaplane in a second, but
you can't keep Post Malone waiting forever.
Post Malone has been waiting but so the interesting part about this, that like why the surety is so deep, is Arlo, we've been through this. Back when we started our first company, we made like $1,000 in the first year because we were building this core audience of people that believed in what we believed in. We just had a faith that if there were like 6 of us, there might be like 60 of us. And if there were 60 of us, there might be 600 of us. And then what do you know? It turned from 600 to 600,000, et cetera, et cetera. But understanding that right now in the deepest grip of the bear market, that we're either all clinically insane or we actually know something. And I'm gonna lend myself to the latter, but I'm also not too bad with.
I'll go former. That'll keep things balanced.
Yeah, I'm good with either one. I love you all. Listen, we will look back on today and on this mint and on this one item, but actually all the items, but certainly this item as a really special moment for Web3, for clothing, and for a bunch of innovative people. I'll see you at the end of the podcast. I think the blimp's got Wi-Fi, so I'll try that. Enjoy yourselves. Christian, thanks for staying up late. Shay,
take care. Thank you very much.
Over like rolling over us. Love you guys.
Look, we're not going to give away your shirt.
No, I'm giving away the shirt. Give it to someone. I'm giving away the shirt. There is no bear market.
I've got your backup onesie here, so I'm going to give that away as well. Yeah, I've got Brooks.
That's how you leave a podcast.
And you know, he was rude then, so let's give that away. What are we going to do to give that away? Let's get through. There's a bit going on. We've talked a little bit about what is in the pink capsule, which has been fun. And now I want to talk a little bit more about the pre-sale, because we've had quite a few people asking about how do I just get, like, why can't I just get a hoodie, or why can't I just get a t-shirt? So I want to talk a little bit about that. But before we go, are we announcing giveaways? Well, I kind of just have, haven't I?
We're announcing that we're going to announce giveaways. It sounds like
we're announcing. This is the announcement about the announcement that's coming, which we'll announce in just a minute, about giveaways that are happening right here on the podcast.
For Web3. Very Web3 of us.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that announcement. You guys, amazing response from your community too. We saw a lot of people coming in to our Discord today and getting really fired up about it. We can't wait for, where we're going to start seeing these digital wearables in the metaverse, and we can't wait for people to start getting the physical products in their hands, right? So we talked a little bit about just before how the Web3 boom blew up a whole lot of kind of projects, and everybody kind of tried to get on the gold rush, but it's the businesses that have been making proper business models and business decisions using Web3 as a tool to run a business that are now starting to bubble to the top. And that's what we've done from the get-go, right? So this project was all about creating a streetwear brand and selling physical products.
Yeah.
And the beauty of having this interoperable digital layer as well. Such a cool feature that, I don't know, very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Couldn't agree more with that and everything Brooke said. I feel like you guys do. I really am a big fan, truly, of a lot of stuff Drug Receipts does. I feel like you guys, Brooke mentioned the word authenticity. And I don't think I could think of a brand that is more authentic than you guys, with all the skepticism spaces and stuff that you guys do, because I know Arlo's really passionate about that, and the town halls and everything. And consistently just delivering value to your community, and the drug war stuff, I was honestly really impressed by. And Trevor, from one CMO to another, mad respect for your hustle. Like, you are just on fire all the time, repping. And I just feel like, those are the types of teams like that, no matter what, are going to manifest greatness, especially in the bull market. So I'm super bullish on Drug Receipts and you guys.
Thank you. And someone in our comments just coined, they're giving you credit, Shay. Maybe you said it, maybe inadvertently, but augmenticity is a great word for the brand, bringing you dear experience, augmented reality. I can't say it, brand in this space.
You gotta trademark that. That's great.
Trademark. Good luck.
It's already been done.
It's a mouthful.
It's already been done. We've got an AI that's listening in, and anything that's possibly trademarkable just gets immediately filed for patent. So that's ours. We can't give that one away. So I have had Jessie in my ear, which is great. Someone's finally told me how we're giving
I miss her. I hope she's having a great time at South by Southwest.
Oh, well, there was
I don't know if we haven't even mentioned
about Jessie. that I wanted to add. So we've been talking about Evan Luza. Well, he from Cool Cats and from Ghost Boy, he's based in Austin, Texas, where Jesse is hosting a party right now. So he is going. He has accepted the invitation. He's going to be at the party. So hopefully we'll see some good content from Jesse and Evan sometime tonight.
Wow.
Boom. There you go.
There it is. So Paradise at South by Southwest, which is the Drug Receipts X Walker World post-mint after party with a couple of big DJs. And as Arlo points out, some pretty exciting people in the room. And the onesie, I assume the onesie's going to make an appearance at that there party. So it will be its first outdoor proper South by Southwest, rocking the Drug Receipts brand to the NFT community that are in force out there at the moment.
Hopefully some cool content will be coming out of that.
Indeed. Well, how could it not? If there's a onesie involved, there's cool content involved.
Exactly.
I mean, if the onesie itself isn't enough, you flick open, load up the augmented reality, and melt everybody's brain with the crazy visuals that come to life off the craziest pajama suit I've ever seen.
Also, Brooke and Aaron absolutely killed that photo shoot.
Oh yeah,
that was
that was great.
Aaron literally like that. Here's a little back behind the scenes bit moment. So we got the onesies, and I said send it straight over to Aaron. And this goes back to the Snoop Dogg story, which Brooke told on the Spaces yesterday. We were trying to get all these onesies to everybody, and we sent one to Aaron. And I hadn't said, "Oh, here's can we tweet about it or post about it, whatever." We hadn't even had that conversation. It was just get it to him. And literally, I had an Uber on my phone and monitoring it, and I text Aaron and said, "It should be at your place by now." And then I opened Twitter, and there it was. So he must have had it all of like 5 minutes when it was on Twitter. So it was a pretty mad. Like, okay,
yeah,
there it is. There's the onesie. It's out.
Yeah, no, his picture was great. Like on top of that thing, it was giving superhero vibes. And then I loved the exchange we had afterwards. We definitely need to do that competition. It'll be for the best photo. That'll be fun.
It's definitely got superhero vibes. The onesie, that's for sure. The most superhero onesie of all time. And speaking of prizes, yes, there is a competition going to run once the onesies are in everybody's hands. To win a fluff and a walker, you'll need to take the best photo. Where will you take your crazy photo? Where will you take the onesie? And what crazy environments will we see it in? There's a fluff at stake, so don't mess with that. And even right here and now, you can get your hands on a onesie, so you can be a part of that there competition. And all you have to do is retweet the pinned tweet at the DRX Twitter page. So if you hit up our Twitter page, go to the pinned tweet at the top where you can see our beautiful purple capsule in all its glory. If you retweet that, we will draw a winner and a Twitter picker sometime later in the show. And you will win a onesie, and we will also draw a second prize. Is that right, Shay?
Yes, we will. That is correct.
Hey, Trevor, while we're sorting out the prizes, I'm sensitive to your time. I know that it's very late where you are. We have really appreciated having you on here. Thank you for coming on. It's
I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. I had a really long working day.
Get out of here.
Go
to sleep.
Seriously, dude.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't bring much. I am too tired. I'm sorry.
Don't sell yourself short. We love having you on here, but we don't want to keep you here.
I love being with you.
Huge shout out to Christian just for this whole project, especially on the 3D front.
Yeah.
Like, getting that onesie on the walkers, and that cool video. We should run that cool video.
And for you too.
From Drug Wars. Do you guys remember the video I'm talking about?
Yes. The one that started it all.
That was all Christian. Like, he just completely surprised us with that.
And it had the tabbies, the three
where there were little tabbies there. Yeah.
Yep. So good.
That was such a sick video. But yeah, thanks, Christian.
Very happy with that one. Sorry, what did you say, Shay?
I don't know.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you before you logged off for your partnership and collaboration. You were such an integral, this. So it's been great.
Yeah, guys, it's always a pleasure.
And behind the scenes as well, a lot of people don't know how much Christian and his team helped us bring some of the content, and a lot of what you're seeing and what we've been able to do has been influenced by you. So thank you, Christian. You're a legend.
Appreciate
Go
you.
and get some sleep.
Good night, Christian.
All right, guys.
Everybody
Thanks
say
a
bye,
lot.
Christian.
Shay.
Bye, Christian.
Take care, guys.
Hey,
man.
and we have that image of Brooke and Aaron that we were talking about, or one of those images from their photo shoot. You want to see this image of Brooke and the Futureverse CEO wearing the onesies? Let's
sure, throw it up.
Oh yeah. How cool is that?
I think that was after a few celebratory drinks upon receiving the onesie as well, if I remember the story correctly. But yes, great to see.
I can't imagine Brooke ever in a mode where he wouldn't seem like he just had a few celebratory drinks. He's always on. So Brooke delivers the good, high energy.
He's definitely high energy. Okay, so I can see that tweet is blowing up. People are getting into the competition, which is crazy and fun. Do we have anything else, Arlo? Do we want to talk a little bit about the pre-order, pre-sale? Do we want to talk about that now?
Yeah, totally.
So people who are watching this and grabbing all of the information can find this piece. Do you want to talk through a little bit about the pre-sale?
So not everyone who will be watching this on YouTube or who is following along here will have a crypto wallet yet, or even some that you do, right? Trevor asked the question earlier, what if I only want a hoodie, or what if I only want a onesie? I mean, you can't get a onesie. What if I only want a hoodie, or what if I only want a t-shirt, for instance? Well, there's a couple ways you can do it. One is you can wait until the secondary market and you can shop through what's available on OpenSea. There's no guarantee that exactly what you want will be there. For instance, if you're waiting for a black medium t-shirt, maybe those won't be listed, but there's a pretty good chance you'll be able to find whatever you're looking for in the secondary market. The other way to do it is through our pre-order. So following the mint, we are going to open at drx.store, at our drugstore online. We're going to make all of our product line available. Everything except for the onesie. The only way to get the onesie is through an eligible trade claim or through the mint. The onesies will never be available for sale in our store, but everything else will be. You can get all the hoodies, the black and the purple hoodie. You can get any of our colored t-shirts. You can get any of our hats. You can get them all through our store, but only through the pre-order. And that is dropping tomorrow, March 17th, where I am in the US, Friday, but Saturday in New Zealand. But so we're going to have a pre-order event in our store throughout the weekend. Go in, you can order whatever you want, and then something like 4 to 6 weeks from now, that stuff will start shipping out. But we're not going to be stocking this collection in our store. The only way to get it is through the pre-order. So if you wait until the pre-order is closed, then your options get a lot slimmer. Then you can only go onto the secondary market in order to find some DRX Kill Team Stabbi apparel. So mint right now, we've got the mint going on right now that is live. And the mint will always be the best value, right? Because essentially you're getting a bundled deal. You get to get the hat, the t-shirt, and either the hoodie or the onesie. And you're getting all three of them, all three of the physical wearables, because you get a claim to each one of those physical wearables. If you add up the retail value of each one of those physical wearables, it's about $225. And at the present rate of ETH right now, and what we're selling these for, 0.14, that's around $205 or something last time I checked. So you're already getting a significant discount on buying all three of those items. But you also get 3 digital wearables. Each one of those has value in their own right. And you get a chance of minting the onesie. And that thing, the retail value on that thing, it starts at about $300 if you're just going by cost. But then add on top of that the premium quality and the rarity of it, and you can just start projecting upwards from there of what these things are actually worth. So the only way to get, or your best chance at getting one of those, is through the mint. And we've also thrown in, there's going to be a thermal receipt, a hand-drawn receipt, which will go to someone, and anyone who mints will get a chance at getting one of these. So the best value by far, and the most exciting value, is through the mint. But if you don't have a digital wallet, then no worries. You can still get access to our collection through the pre-order, but that is only the physical items. And if you miss all of that, then you can always go on to the secondary markets. But, the stuff won't even be revealed for at least a couple of weeks. So you've got some options, but no there's no better option than minting right now. So go to drx.store/stabby and mint if you haven't already. It's a great value and really, I mean, really extraordinary product. We're all wearing the onesies right now. I wish I had the hoodie and the t-shirts and the hat here to show you as well, because they're so cool. Where's my Kill Team hat even? I hope I didn't wear it downstairs. Anyway, maybe we'll put up a photo for you guys of that stuff. Where's Trevor and Shay?
We're here.
There they are.
Shay's on her third can of Red Bull, so it's getting hot in here.
The onesies are really warm, especially in the lights and when you're performing. Yeah, it's definitely getting a little warm. Whew.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great for the winter. Yeah. It's so soft and honestly is really soft and comfortable. Like feels super high quality.
Appreciate that. Yeah, they're really nice. Really, really nice. Trevor, this is kind of my first time looking at the Rhino show. What's next? What are we doing? Oh, actually, I think I had one other thing to say there. So since Shay is here, the one thing that we haven't talked about is the claims process, because we did mention that that's one of the ways to get the onesies. And so that's important because I know that we'll have a Crypto Walkers audience watching this, and we've also got our snugglers. But so if you have an eligible trait, and in the Crypto Walkers, in the Walker World Females Collection, that's a onesie, right, on your female. So that's pretty clear and easy to identify. And in the Drug Receipts Collection, if you have a Kill Team Stabbi. So the name of the collection is Stabbi. If we haven't made it clear what that is, it's just a really cute combining of Tabby, who is our precious little tablet character, and the fact that she's got a knife and she's stabbing. So Stabbi just refers to any Tabby character with a knife in our collection. And then the Kill Team Stabbi is Tabby with a knife, a Stabby with the Kill Team speech bubble. So I think that there are 25 of those in our 10K collection. So it's pretty rare. But if you have one of those Kill Team Stabbis, if you're one of the 25 lucky holders, or if you have a Crypto Walker, a Walker World, same muscle memory, Shay, if you have a Walker World female wearing the onesie, then you also are eligible. And so what's going to happen after the mint, we're actually probably, I think we have it targeted. We've just moved the date, honestly, but I think we're putting it about 1 week after the mint. We will open up the claims process, and it will be very similar to the mint, same kind of interface. You'll be able to go to our drx.store. The mint process will be similar, except for instead of minting all the items, you're just going to mint your onesie. So you'll get to choose the size of your onesie. And then because we are protective of the onesies on the secondary market, because we don't want anyone having an advantage of being able to trade them before everyone has their onesies. And if we gave you guys your onesie pills immediately, then it'd be very clear and it'd be unambiguous that you had a onesie. And so you could start trading those immediately, and everyone else would have to wait until theirs were revealed. So what we're doing to address that is we're going to hold all the claimed onesies in a corporate wallet until the reveal. And then we will give you your onesies at the time when everybody else is revealing theirs, just to keep it a level playing field. And then you can do whatever you want on the secondary market, just like everyone else. But we are including on the claim interface on our page, there's going to be a leaderboard so that you'll be able to go on there and check your token at any time, and you'll be able to verify that it's already been claimed, that it's accounted for. So you don't have to, you don't have to wonder what the status of your claim is. You'll see there that it's claimed, and you can track that all the way up until we reveal and you have it in your own wallet. But that's kind of what the claims process will look like, and that's what the timeline will look like. Just make sure that you are following the Walker World communications, or that you're following our announcements in Drug Receipts, so we can keep you updated on the exact timing of it. But it's going to be about a week from our mint.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Speaking of amazing, how good are these onesies? Should we zip up? There's been a comment that
all three. Let's go full mask.
All right. Full send.
Coming to a 7-Eleven near you.
Oh man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to zip it up like you guys. Let's see.
Don't ruin your hair.
Yeah.
It's definitely got superhero vibe.
Don't risk it. It's too dangerous. Not worth it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to let you guys take this one. Just don't want to risk it, but I'll keep the hood on.
Risk it for. Oh, this
chair is the most unstable thing I've got. It barely stands up with me sitting on it, let alone trying to stand on it. My life just flashed before my very eyes.
Honestly, this could be a great Halloween costume.
Yeah, I think that was
Halloween
a big part of
the
the theme behind it, right? It was the Halloween Kill Team Collection that kind of... That's where all that came from, is the Halloween Kill Team Collection came from the onesie because it was such a, crazy looking thing. It's hot
Chelsea
in there.
Says that Chelsea says that the mint was easy. Guys, I'm having such FOMO that I can't type into the YouTube chat. But she said that the mint was easy. She also, I saw earlier that she said that she minted all black, which I totally respect, all black everything. But for, there's a lot of choices. And if you're minting more than one capsule, especially, I just want to remind everyone that there is a randomize option where you can just click one button. It will make all the selections for you. And you can, you can see everything that's selected. You don't just have to do it blindly. And you're welcome to make any edits. If you see, after it's chosen everything for you, if you see, well, actually, I would prefer the hat in white, you can just make that one change and then click mint and it's good to go. So in every way, we've tried to make this as easy and intuitive and user-friendly as possible. And from the feedback that we've been seeing so far, it seems like people are really responding to the interface. I think that a lot of good thinking went into it and that we're seeing the results.
It's definitely a great mint experience. Also, shout out to Chelsea. She's an amazing creative, working with her on some design and brand stuff.
Cool.
So
nice.
Just wanted to give her a shout out.
Yeah, she shared a Happy Mint Day post with us earlier today, which was really cute. I think, are we getting across live from South by Southwest? Is that what coming in backstage? Is that what's happening?
Are we able to bring it up?
No.
Oh. Hey, speaking of live, are we also gonna try and do a live mint so we can walk through the process?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm happy to do it. I'll just warn everyone. My experience in previous podcasts is anytime I've tried to share my screen, it just bogs everything down, and I end up having to leave and then re-log back in. But we can give it a shot. I'm down to give it a go.
Hey, look, it couldn't be any worse than Twitter Spaces, right?
That was a nightmare.
For how hard it is to do a broadcast and how reliant we are on this third-party technology. All right, let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Get your excited pants on, or take them off, whichever gets you more excited. Arlo is going to do a live mint here and now on the podcast. If you're listening in through one of our auditory-only channels, this next few minutes is probably going to be a little bit wasted for you. Go grab a coffee, come back, or better yet, tune into the live broadcast or the replay on YouTube, where you get to see all the magic happen, because we do share quite a bit of visual content being a streetwear brand. Arlo, did I ramble enough to let you get set up, ready to share your screen?
Yeah, perfect. Let's see if this works.
Live mint, here it is. We made history today, people. We turned OpenSea into a goddamn clothing shop.
Okay, let's see.
It'll be interesting to see if anybody else copies this model, or what the interpretations of this model might look like as we go forward, because I think it's pretty exciting that people can now buy physical things through a smart contract on a NFT marketplace. It's pretty cool.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yep.
Yes.
And am I sharing my screen?
It's looking pretty good. Producer's doing a great job. We're all side of the screen and we're looking at you, and you're just
okay. Perfect.
there.
Cool. So this is our store. Awesome store. And so it's DRXS store, and then just right there at the top, even this very first step is cannot be overstated. The fact that we've built this all into our store, that we've created a seamless Web 2 and Web 3 experience, that we've integrated these two things, because every single mint that we've had before this was a separate devoted site. This one is right here in the store. So this should not be underestimated. So right here, seamless, easy. We're into the mint. Cool graphics, great design. Acro knocked it out of the park. And we're just going to connect our wallet. And guys, for anyone that's watching this that is not a drug snuggler or that doesn't have an eligible token, what are you waiting for? You know, so much of what we're talking about is the added benefit, the things that you only get by being a snuggler, by having the tokens. And so, yes, we are making our physical merch available in the store, and you can get it that way. But there's so much more that you're missing out on, including the fact that when snugglers, I should have done that before we even went into here. Oh, is it going to let me do this while I'm sharing my screen? Maybe I'll have to do that while I'm not sharing my screen or something, because maybe there's a pop-up. But let me show you something in the store really quickly before we come to here. Since I've got your attention. But talking about the perks of being a snuggler. So we're here in the store right now. And you can see all the pricing. Oh, except for I'm still not going to be able to connect my wallet. But what I was going to say is that when you are a snuggler, you get an automatic 20% discount on every single thing in the store just by connecting your wallet when you come in here, if you have a Genesis token. So I'm going to stop sharing for a moment here. I'm going to connect my wallet and then see if it'll let me back in. Let's see. Are y'all still with me? Can you see me? Or Shay, are we still
Absolutely.
here?
Yes. Trevor is taking a bathroom break. He'll be right back.
Oh. I'll be very curious to hear how he reports that went in the onesie. Like, is it full disrobe? What do you do?
Yeah. Great point.
Because I have not confronted that yet.
Find out.
Yes, in the name of science.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that I'm in. God, now I'm torn because I want to do the store too. So I just want to show you guys this. Let's see if I can connect my wallet. Share my screen again. Okay, Shay, let me know if you guys can see this.
Can see it great.
Great. So we're back in the store. I've connected my wallet, and now you'll see that all the prices automatically have updated. This shirt was originally $46. Now it's showing you the discounted price of $32.20. In fact, when I go into this product, you'll see right here, it's showing me the original price, $46, and it's already applied my drug snuggler discount down to $32.20. And that's true for every single product in here. So that already is a huge perk, a huge benefit for being a drug snuggler. And if you do the math, you know, the price, because of our floor price, it's pretty reasonable right now. If you bought a drug receipt NFT, and then you went into the store and put together a little package of items, bought a t-shirt, bought a hoodie, it would already cover the price of the NFT just in the discounts you get. And these discounts are ongoing. So let's see if we can get into the mint. We're in. Boom. Look at this beautiful interface. All right. So we're active in the public mint, and we're going to exercise our option to add a capsule. I kept talking about the randomize, so I can just do randomize, and it will choose everything for me. It's giving me a 3X onesie. I don't think I need that. Black hoodie, also 3X. Purple t-shirt, white snapback. Instead of the 3X onesie, I'm just going to change it to something more my size, medium, and I'll make this a large hoodie. But now I'm ready to go. If I wanted to mint this, I could go down here and just mint it right away. It was that easy. But instead of that, I think I'd like to do all of the options manually. So I'm going to choose a new capsule here, and I'm going to select my size and color. And for the onesie, guys, I've already minted, and I don't want to keep getting the same size. So I feel like I should mix it up. I'm going to do an XL 2X in case I know somebody that wants one. And for the hoodie, what do I want? So the interface is so cool, right? You don't have to know anything when you come into the mint. You don't have to go and figure out, what sizes, what colors are available. Everything that you want to know is included right here in the interface for you. So I get to see detailed photos of the product. I get to see the front and the back. Cool. The black one looks amazing. It's got the full zip hoodie with the mask in front. I want to see what the purple looks like. Beautiful. Love that colorway. Obviously, this is basically the standard drug receipts colorways, the purple and pink here. That's gorgeous too. But the truth is, I've already minted one of each color here. I'm going to go with another purple, I guess. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to pick the size. I think I'm going to do a medium one for that. T-shirt. We got a lot of options here, including the acid wash. So I love bleaching and distressing and doing shirts. So we've introduced an option. We literally are taking these to a dye facility, and they are acid washing all the fabric. So these are really acid wash shirts. It's really cool. All the shirts have the custom woven label on the bottom. And I'm talking up the acid wash shirt. Now it's going to look like a bait and switch if I don't choose it. But like I said, I've already minted the acid wash shirt. I want to get a different color here. And I think I want to go with the clean white because it's just so beautiful. Really like the look of the Stabbi with the pink and the purple accents on white. So I'm going to do that. And I'll do that in a, my normal t-shirt size is medium. I think I'm just going to mix it up. God, I don't know if I really want to do that, but I think I'm going to do it. Yeah, just in case, I'll do it. And for the hat, what color should I do for the hat? So black, again, I can look at the details. It's got the accent snapback, really cool looking. Same basic setup as the Kill Team Halloween collection, but in the Stabbi colorways. Just so cool. So we've got the black hat, got the white hat. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to mint a black one. I've got a black Halloween one. I want to go ahead and get the black Stabbi. So I've got everything selected there, ready to go. So I'm ready to mint. I just want to point out one thing, because this was kind of a user interface thing that we saw encountered a few times in the Discord. But let's just say that when I was picking out my hoodie, that I'm actually sorry. I guess I'll do one more capsule so I don't erase all that. So here it keeps a summary of everything that I've selected. So I don't have to open it back up. I can see all the choices I made. And now for the second capsule, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select my size and color. Okay, I'm going to pick my onesie, pick my hoodie, confirm it, purple, pick my shirt. Now we'll do the acid wash. Sweet, pick my size, XL, great. And for the hat, we'll do the Stabbi purple. Love it. Okay, so I'm done. I'm ready to mint. But the mint button is grayed out. Something's wrong. Why can't I mint? Well, I can see right here that in my summary, something is highlighted because I've neglected to fill something out. So all I have to do is open back up my capsule. I can see here in red that I didn't do the size. So I'll pick my size, large. Now everything is selected. Now I can mint. Cool. No problem. So I don't really want to mint 2 right now. I'm going to mint 1, showing me my price, 0.14. Oh, because the window's closed on the special pricing. Gosh, I hope I have enough ETH. Let's go for it. So let's mint it. Okay, for all of you hackers out there, pay attention. $10 gas, not too bad. We've definitely seen much worse than that. Your items are minting. What a precious interface. The little capsule. Come on, baby. Big bucks, no whammies. All Stabbies. Oh, let's go. Minting. I could be on a blimp with Brooke right now. Or at a party, a paradise party with Jesse and Evan Luza. Yeah, snug yeah. Cool. We got it. Oh, I wonder if I even got a... I wonder if I got a...
That was easy.
How easy was that?
You get a great Arlo.
Cool. What a great shopping experience. The one thing you didn't do, Arlo, which I was hoping you would, and I was screaming from you backstage, but I was backstage, you couldn't hear me, was do the randomized thing, because the randomized thing is...
I did do it.
Did you do it?
Yep. Of course. It's my favorite thing to talk about. It was the first thing I did.
All right. I missed it. Must have been
you missed it. Right. It was during your bathroom break, Trevor. How was that?
Did
you completely disrobe?
It was a clear nature, so I'm not really feeling any health alerts? Oh, you meant in terms of the onesie?
Yeah, the onesie.
Oh, I thought you were just taking a general measure on my.
Yeah, how's your health? Was it clear? Was it a steady stream?
It was a steady stream. There was no
stop
color.
Too much.
Flashbacks from Brooke.
For the men, it's actually pretty easy because this goes.
Oh yeah, keep going.
This goes right down.
Nice.
For you.
We'll have to send you some email after this.
You thought so, didn't you? It's still early in the day here in New Zealand. So for men, that's not a problem. But I think a number 2 is going to be, or number 1 for the female gender is going to be a little bit more challenging. But then again, that's a onesie. So, it's
worth it.
We did contemplate having
worth the trouble.
We have a poll. Did I remember that there was a poll at one point, Arlo?
Yeah, we were asking. I think that we ultimately, with Dawn, we decided that aesthetically, we didn't want to bother with putting a zipper or some kind of contraption in the back. We thought that it looks cooler without, so we put form ahead of function. Yeah. You just have to sort it out.
Yeah, just comes with the territory.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to sacrifice sometimes, to look good.
Well, yeah, and an escape hatch, or whatever the technical term is for what we're describing here, on a onesie is definitely, I think, a downgrade in the overall aesthetic and quality of it. I don't think if Yves Saint Laurent or, one of those other high-end brands, Hermes, if that's how it's pronounced, any of those other brands had a crack at it and delivered something like this, I'm not sure that they would have worked into their designs a escape hatch. Let's call it that. Why not?
So, Trevor, do we have, I mentioned that I'm just now getting caught up on the run of show, but we have had a lot of great press going into this mint. I think that we have some of that we can share because we've been capturing it. But it's such an exciting project. And as we said, it's not just about the clothing, which is amazing, the digital and the physical wearables, but it's also about the new innovations in technology and in Web3 commerce. I mean, all those things. So people are definitely interested in it. And as we keep saying, this is kind of a watershed moment for Web3 and for the space, because we are really introducing a new model. And this is a test case to see how it will work. And a lot of people are watching. So we got great coverage from like tech watchers and people covering the space. Blockster was one. I don't know what's the idea here. Are we going to talk about each one and are we showing them? I think. Right.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. I think, Don, do you have these? I'm not even sure we even got them. So yeah, it was great to get some PR. It's such a shitty market right now, and nobody seems interested. And I'm sure, Shay, you appreciate this as a marketer. Cool. No one really wants to hear from you right now. But for us to get picked up in some of the biggest publications was pretty impressive. So Blockster, there you go. You can see Aaron in the onesie made the Blockster platform. We also had whatever the next one is, Don, throw it up there. NFT Evening. That was a pretty big hit, right? Like that's a pretty decent publication for our environment. And it was great to be able to share all of this with Walker World and the game that they're building and just share that. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about the collab, right? Is it shares the attention around and everybody gets a little bit of shine from it. The big one, though, for me was this next one, which I think Don might hopefully have. But my favorite one was definitely Hype Moon. So that was a big bag. And they have subsequently reached out and want to run a much deeper story and cover the drop, the changes we've made in Web3. Both Arlo and I were in interviews today talking about this with them. They're very interested in what we're doing with OpenSea and how it's going to change the dynamic on OpenSea, potentially bring a different audience to the platform that's not just a hardcore NFT Web3 degen. Sorry, guys, we may have fucked the degen nature of OpenSea for you all, but that was what we're trying to do is in my mind, take Web3 to the next stage, right? Like we've had the shiny JPEGs that are going for stupid money and people trying to trade up and trade down and do all of that sort of stuff. And now we're just looking at how do we use the opportunity of Web3 in a business to create better customer experiences, to, build much more engaging brands? How do we use this technology rather than just trade on the fact that it exists? So, yeah, super proud that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and the timing of it is really funny. I have a question that's sort of relevant to this. And if you guys can't speak to that, that's okay. But I've been so busy, so I haven't really had a chance to dig into some of the FUD and just some of the stuff that's going on with, like, the other Web3 wearable brands and stuff. And this give me like a quick TLDR and sort of catch me up.
I do want, because I want to be careful about this. So first of all, I don't want to add to FUD, right? I'll try and tell you kind of a little bit what's going on to the best of my understanding. But Artifact and what they're doing with Nike, like, is an incredible project, right? And they have such deep resources, and also they have so much experience that they can point to, so many skins on the wall. Not just, it's one thing just to say, oh, well, they have deep resources, but they also have a long track record, Nike especially, right? And Artifact also, but of delivering really high quality, just extraordinary stuff, right? They put the time into R&D, and they know what they're doing. So I really, I think that they've delivered a lot, and we certainly expect them to keep delivering a lot of really extraordinary product. There was some FUD surrounded the latest IRL release because there was such a discrepancy between what the digital wearables looked like and what actually was produced. It's not to say that what was produced even was bad at all. It's just that it didn't look, it looked different enough from the digital wearables that people were a little caught off guard by it. They were a little surprised by it. And so that's created some FUD. It feels like you're not delivering what you represented. Whereas us, we're very lucky, right? Because we built according to the wearable that Christian created, and right now we're just kind of like nailing the mark. But like I said, it's not really a case of, we're so much better than Artifact. We really delivered where they didn't. It's kind of a different case. Yeah.
I mean, Nike doesn't spend the sort of money that they've spent acquiring Artifact. Artifact are the largest backed NFT project in the game, right? They've raised $1 billion in venture capital funding. They do amazing things. I think one of the things that we did well, one of the decisions that we made early on, was the decision to control the manufacture of our products and not just do what we saw everybody else doing, which was just find a blank supplier, do some cool graphics on the blanks and send them out. We want to build a streetwear brand. We want to build a brand that's renowned for the design, the influence behind it, and the quality and fabrication of the products. We feel like, and I've seen merch from a lot of other projects so far, but we feel like we're really living up to that expectation that our community have on us, that we, that we deliver quality goods. And I think that decision early on to go, let's not go blank shopping. Let's find a fucking factory that can make this stuff exactly how we want it, and try and interpret what is in Arlo's head and what we see rendered in those digital environments and bring them to life. Like, it's a magical thing, and this space should be magical. It should be about the ability to detach and explore your imagination in a Web3 environment where physics don't apply and the rules are, everything should be magical in the metaverse. And when you bring something from the metaverse into reality, it should be magical as well. And I think we've definitely created that. The augmented reality part of it, all of that's a big part of it. It's all done very purposefully designed to make people feel that they've got something truly magical.
Absolutely. That's a great answer. And I think that's exactly why I want you guys to be like our merch partner for Walker World too, because you guys take quality really seriously. And Artifact, has done incredible things. I just thought the timing of it was interesting because I came across.
Yeah, we didn't set it up. We didn't tell our people to get their people to fudge their drop so that we would look good on today.
Yeah, and that's how you learn, right? You have to make mistakes, so I'm sure they're going to learn from it, and do better next time. So.
And
yeah, exactly. And sorry, I was just going to say, we're going to learn as well, right? We are, everything we do is new. All of the stuff we're doing here is brand new. So yeah, we're going to fuck it up. Like, of course we are. It's brand new. Nobody's done this before. It's not like we downloaded the app and just plugged it in, right? Like, everything's being built from scratch. So that's what you get when you break ground.
And it speaks to our history, right? Because Brooke and I, our first time around 30 years ago when we did Senate, obviously this Web3 didn't exist. People weren't making digital wearables. We were making apparel, and we were doing cut and sew. And so when we came into this project, the physical apparel has always been a major part of the project. You know, most people that come into this space, they're focused on the Web3 aspects. They're creating digital assets. And so then when it comes to merch or apparel, it's kind of an afterthought, you know? With us, it's not. The apparel is every much is every bit as important a part of the project as what we're doing digitally and in the Web3 space. So as Trevor said, we are really putting the time into it. And it also helps that we have a little bit of experience. So we kind of know the right questions to ask. We know the right places to go. It gives us a little bit of a head start or a leg up on the process. And we hope that it's showing in what we're delivering, right? And we think that it is.
Like you, we hope that our partners get excited about it as well, right? We were always the weird child in the Futureverse environment, where the naughty kids in the corner with the name drug receipts and all of the stuff that goes with that. We do bold, outrageous stuff. But we also work very hard to make sure that we're delivering product, we're delivering experience, and we're supplementing that world. And again, the team have done such a great job in getting us there that we are now one of the founding entities in what is the juggernaut in this space. And I really think that alone is a testament to everybody that's involved with the project, all of our community, all of our holders, everybody that buys a goddamn Drug Receipts NFT are acutely aware of the fact that we're the clothing brand that's managed to get in and,
whoa, cool.
Hey! Oh, yeah. We're interrupting our broadcast. We're interrupting live from
Party Jesse. Paradise Jesse.
Hey guys. Cool. Hey y'all.
Where are you? Are you underwater?
Mentally, yes.
There's something going on.
But no, I've had today's been so crazy, guys. I just wanted to pop in real quick and say how immensely proud I am of this team and to have worked so closely with some really incredible people. And Shay, I love seeing you in your onesie. You look so cute. The guys look great, but
you know that Jesse doesn't even have a onesie yet. Shay, you've got a onesie, and Jesse in our team doesn't have one yet. You're fat. You're flaunting it right in front of her face, not caring in any way, shape, or form for the damage that you're doing.
Ruthless.
She has not felt
I
the
promise.
Softness of her skin.
I promise I will wear the onesie on the next podcast. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so excited. But unfortunately, in Texas right now, in Austin, it is humid. And if I were wearing the onesie right now, I would be dying. But because it's so cozy.
It's getting hot in here. It's getting real hot in here. Hey, it just occurred to me, and I might be completely off track here, and this is Trevor saying dates again, and all the team just immediately went, no! But the next podcast in 2 weeks' time, we'll do two things. It will be Jesse on the podcast in a onesie. It'll be the reveal of everybody's capsule, so they'll find out if they got.
No one. That's all getting. It's all getting pushed because of the because we're delaying the claims. So I would not commit to that yet. You never know, but I think that's not likely.
It could be the podcast where everybody gets to know what they've got. It could be. There's a possibility out there. Sure. But I do know one other thing that the podcast is going to have, and that is Arlo is drawing the thermal receipt that will go with the collection. The lucky winner who has minted, it could already be in somebody's wallet. Somebody will get themselves a thermal receipt, and Arlo's going to draw it next podcast. So set your reminders and tell everybody you know to tune in and watch it in all its glory. You will influence. If you are tuned in and watching, you will have a chance to influence the very artwork that happens, which was the case last time.
Yeah, the last time we wrote meow on it, and that came right out of the live conversation.
Wasn't that somebody was meowing their favorite song?
We did have that.
I don't know. Party play it back.
That was true. Yes, if you were there, if you were at one of the, I think it was the second or third party space we ever did, we had people meowing their favorite song to win. I think it was a drug receipt. Yeah, it was crazy. But speaking of parties, guys, I can only come here for just a few minutes because I have to go because we're throwing a pretty rad party to celebrate this incredible day. Yet again, we are reporting live from South by Southwest, handling a crazy mint day. And yeah, we're ready to have some fun. So if you guys want to join us, we are going to come party in paradise and celebrate this historic day in Web3 and in drug receipts. And
what's the vibe in South by? What's it like? Have you been around? Have you had a time to kind of scope the scene?
No, Trevor, I haven't. I haven't left my desk.
Damn, I've heard you were doing all of that work. I thought you were doing all that work while at a party, Jesse. You let me down. I expect better.
I know. No, drug receipts comes first.
People that
now
are out
it's
there.
time for. I'm sorry.
I've heard some reports from people that are out there that it's not very lively because I think because of the state of the industry and all the recent events, there's just not a whole lot of people there for the, this part of South by Southwest. So yeah, they're like, we're just going to wait until the music starts next week, basically.
Yeah.
Well, Jesse's bringing the party tonight.
Jesse's bringing the party. That's right.
I know about that.
Rolling Stone level party.
If you know, and this weekend is popping because this is the music weekend. Last week we had tech. This week it's all about art, music, parties, sex, drugs, rock and roll. So if you haven't heard of anything, you might not be hearing from the right sources. But
so Jesse, come partyinparadise.com. We can follow a live stream tonight, right?
Yes, indeed. You will see a live stream with 4 magnificent DJs, 2 from Austin, Texas, 2 from Dallas, Texas, sprinkling in some performers, and we have live photos at the event. So if you are listening from Austin, Texas, come on down to High Noon and get your visage immortalized by the one and only Cobra Snake. So it's going to be sick. It's going to be legendary. This is where dreams are made of. I got to go. I love you guys. Y'all are amazing.
Jesse, do you want to do the Twitter picker? Do you want to do the Twitter picker before you go? We're giving away a onesie and a walker. Do you want to do like, seriously, guys, if you're listening in, there is so few entries in this because it's a live broadcast on YouTube, which is not our primary channel. So this is the one you could win. If there was ever a onesie you could win, it's this one. All you got to do is tweet the pinned tweet at the top of our Twitter page, and you could win. Jesse, do you want to draw it? Do you want to give it like 2 minutes and then draw it and then leave? Or do you want to go? Do you need to go? Are you being dragged into the party?
No, but I am being put on the spot. So I will I'll do the Twitter picker if you guys can. Yeah, if we can get some retweets, favorites, and follows onto the Drug Receipts Twitter page. Give it a couple minutes and we can do a drawing.
Are we using the Jamie Wheel of Fortune? Is that how it works?
No, this is a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
Let me see if Jamie's retweeted the tweet. She might not even be in it.
So if you guys go to Drug Receipts, if you guys go to twitter.com/drug receipts and click on the pinned tweet, then you guys can like, comment, subscribe, follow, retweet, all of the above, and you guys will be put in the drawing.
Speaking of Discord, while the South by Southwest party kicks on into the evening, we'll be rocking down and holding up the fort in the Discord for all of the snugglers to come in and share with us in this monumental occasion. All right. So Jesse seems to be trying to get the party is got its claws in her and keeps pulling her out of here. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just blowing up. It's happening left, right, and center.
Her presence is demanded, so I will do the Twitter picker. Let's give like 2 more minutes. Let's give like 2 more minutes to anyone who might want to participate and enter. So Trevor, could you just recap it's the pinned tweet, right, on Drug Receipts Twitter?
It's the one with the big purple capsule covered in the beautiful tabby print, which is also adorning my skin. This is a custom. Did we tell you that this is a custom print, all over print? We had this material made specifically for the onesie, but we couldn't get it into Dom's computer properly, so he had to make it with buttons. But it is still the same print on that capsule, which is at the top of our Drug Receipts Twitter page. All you need to do is retweet that, and we will draw the winners. So we're not only giving away a onesie right now.
Come on, Bildo.
we're giving away a walker as well, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Nice Bildo giving us shit. Of course we're boomers, Bildo. That's a compliment. Hey?
Yeah. Yeah, thank God Shay's here, right?
Arlo's
What would
only
we do?
28.
Oh, man, I wish.
Just like and retweet. That's all you got to do. And Shay's going to pick a winner at random. And then, sorry, Shay, one last final part. To win the prize, your DMs must be open. We need to be able to tell you you've won the onesie. So if your DMs are shut and you don't respond, we'll retweet, we'll re-Twitter pick, we'll redraw the whole thing. So make sure that you are ready to go on your DMs, and whoever Shay picks, I'm going to DM right now. Let's do it. This is how it's done in the Wild West.
Alrighty, I am ready to draw. So we're picking two winners, one on Drugger's seat side and one for the walker. And I am about to draw. If we want to do some fanfare, let's see who our lucky winners are.
Boing, oing, oing,
oing. Fanfare. Where's our producer? Producer Don.
All right. First winner is Lander DRX.
No way. Cool.
No shit. Lander, you're up, baby. You don't need to DM me. I know exactly who you are. You just won yourself a onesie, my friend.
Awesome.
And I hope you mentioned one earlier today too.
Dude, if there is such a thing as karma in the universe, Lander has been pushing this whole thing so hard. He has been such a cheerleader and an advocate for drug receipts. Man, that's just great to hear. Congratulations, Lander. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, any one of our snugglers that wins this is going to be special. But Lander, you've been, absolutely. True. We've been super, stoked that you've been getting so involved with the project. You've been a massive part of the community recently. Big hearts. Stoked on onesie coming to you. All right, but that's not all. If you are listening and you haven't already, you still have time to retweet the tweets that we announced earlier before we announced the announcement that we're announcing again now. You can retweet that particular tweet and you might win yourself a walker. Do we have is it a women walker, a walker woman?
Yes, I believe that is correct.
Dope. All right. So should we give everybody another minute?
Yeah. And should we make it to, you have to be in this podcast to win. You got to be listening. So
you got to be listening. Oh, the rules. Stepped up by the one and only. Lander's in here, so Lander still qualifies. So we can still run with that narrative and say that we said that from the beginning because we're still good. So if you're in the room, get yourself ready. The Twitter pick is coming. Shay, have we got a winner for a walker?
Yes, we do. Drum roll, please. The winner for this one is Crypto Kelly 73. If you're listening,
Crypto Kelly 73 jumped over 72 other Crypto Kellys to get here. Crypto Kelly 73, you're up. Are you in here? We need to see a comment in this chat right now from you in order to win. That was the rule that was changed just a moment ago.
Well, Lander's in here, so I mean, makes sense, right?
Lander's a winner. Chicken dinner.
All right, we'll give it like 30 more seconds.
30 more seconds. You've got to be ready to fire. Let me have a look. There it is. Let me have a look at the tweet. Holy smokes. It's still getting retweeted. People are going crazy for it. Who was it that won?
Niles. Crypto Kelly.
Crypto Kelly 73. I think she was the first person to retweet, or is she the most recent person to retweet? I don't know how it works on Twitter.
It's totally random. I think how it picks.
It's totally random. All right, there it is. Sorry, Kelly. You had a onesie, you had a walker, and then it just slipped through the cracks back into the metaverse, and we're going to spin the wheel again. Let's go, Shay. Come on. I feel like I'm one of those American 5 p.m. shows where they spin things and people win vacuum cleaners and stuff. Let's go.
I love it. All righty, redrawing, and it is acro. So should we redraw again?
Acrothetics. I'm going to let the community decide.
All righty.
Acro, sorry, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think is in the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir. Or doing something today. Yes, sir. You got yourself a walker, buddy. So you will need to DM Shay. Shay, your DM's open. Do you want to open them up
for yes, sir? Yes, they are. For yes, sir, they are.
Those DMs for Shay are. So it's at the Shay Show on Twitter. You need to slide into Shay's DMs. Do it respectfully, or there will be no walker for you. No, I know you're a good dude.
Acro's like worst deal ever. He's like, so for the for the reward for staying up, all night, every night, working tirelessly, what I get is I don't get to reap any benefits from winning prizes like this. So sorry, Acro, but
Acro just trashed backstage. He just went nuts and smashed up all of backstage,
cursing our names. Yeah, throwing chairs. He's out of control.
He's out of hand. He doesn't take these sorts of things too.
Stand down, Acro.
Oh no! Am I going to be on Acro's back?
Man, you should see him. He's going nuts.
I never imagine Acro losing his temper, man. He's like the coolest member of the team. He's always just, everything's cool, and it always gets done, and there's never any problems. I can't imagine Acro gets stressed. Acro, do you get riled up? Okay.
Working at Drug Receipts is the biggest prize, he says.
No, the biggest prize is they get to see the crazy shit you deliver every day, man.
Acro used to be a battle rapper. He saves it for the stage.
Oh, I love that. We gotta have him on sometime. Gotta listen to that.
All right. So
we did it, right? We got through everything.
I think that's everything. We crossed live to South by Southwest. We got in with the one and only Yes Sai. We've given away some prizes to some very happy people, and we've definitely explained everything that's going on with the Mint that is live right now and will be open for about another 20 hours, I think, somewhere around there. You can still mint if you haven't already, or you've been so excited about what's happened in this podcast that you want to mint another 5 more, then you can do that in a single transaction. And as we've seen, you probably won't pay terribly much gas. So jump in, grab what will become one of the rarest collections in the interoperable metaverse. This is the thing that Brooke was talking about before, which I think is really important, is wearables are a holder, right? Digital wearables are a hold NFT. They're not an NFT that has a huge amount of value or utility right now, but it's these small drops like your weapons collection, Shay, for Walker World, like these early ones. They're always going to be the ones that have got all the special powers and that are always the most rewarded, because these are the people that you want to reward the most. So I think it's really important. I think that Drug Receipts digital wearables are a hold. There's going to be an enormous audience for them in the very near future, and there's not going to be a massive amount of supply. I love the fact that we are able to give people physical products that feel and wear and work with YKK zips and all of the, hand embroidered stuff for the fashion freaks out there. It's proper stuff. You'll love it. And it's all done via OpenSea. What do you got next?
And I just have to tell you, there's so much, so much in this space is built on kind of speculative value, right? You want to mint something and then you hope that it will appreciate and increase in value, and you can turn around and make a profit on it. And so much is especially speculative because we are betting on things that haven't even happened yet, right? All these gaming environments, these games are going to come online. The metaverse is going to come online. So we're investing in things that we believe in the future. We expect that they will happen. But Drug Receipts is doing something kind of different, right? We are not just asking you to stake your confidence on something that's promised in the future down the road. We are giving you stuff that has value right now. When we set the mint price for this collection, it's not just something that we pick, we pull it out of the sky. It's an arbitrary price based on, some speculative value down the road. As we described, the value of the mint price is based on the retail value of the physical items. that means every single thing else in it, all the digital wearables, the chances of getting a onesie, the hand-drawn thermal receipt, every single thing else, and especially the wearables, because those things absolutely are going to appreciate, and there's going to be real value around wearables in the future of this space. But you are essentially getting all of that for free. That's all gravy on top of the value of the physical wearables that you get. So whatever you get on top of the enjoyment that you derive from being the best looking, best dressed person anywhere you go, having stuff that no one else is wearing, that is bespoke, that is, is custom prints, custom patches. There's so much value built into the physical goods. And then the fact that you just get so much more on top of it. It is a unique mint in the space. So get out there, guys, help us spread the message. The mint is going on for another, as Trevor said, another 20 hours. And then remember, another important date is tomorrow after the mint closes, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time. You're going to be able to buy physical goods in the store at drx.store. So a lot of exciting things going on over the weekend.
We've talked a lot about the onesie today. It's onesie fucking mania. That was the idea for the podcast. But can we bring Don, and I'm throwing Don under a bus here. Don, if you're not dressed,
please be wearing a hoodie. Please be wearing a hoodie.
Put some clothes on. But can we bring Don on to show? Don, you are happy to stand up, show everybody what else is in the collection. These are straight from the manufacturers. These are the samples that Don has had made and has, pushed back on, and even how great these look. We pushed back for better, finite details and things. Don, do you want to show everybody?
He's not wearing pants, Trevor.
Yeah, thanks, Arlen. I was gonna say, does it matter if I wear pants or?
Trevor's not wearing pants. Don't worry about it.
I am wearing.
If I have a onesie, nobody will ever know that.
Oh, we have Brooke backstage.
Let's see the sleeves and the back. That's cool. So Don is wearing the hoodie, and the onesie is the star of the show for this episode. But it is important to point out that the hoodie is not like some second-rate consolation prize. The hoodie is really, really sick, and in fact, the hoodie probably has a lot more utility than the onesie. The onesie is like a party trick, right? You can wear it around the house. You can watch Netflix, or you can wear it, as Shay says, to a costume party. But the hoodie you can wear every day. The hoodie is freaking sick. And if you want to rep, Web3, if you want to rep drug receipts, if you want to rep Walker World, the hoodie is like everyday gear. And that thing comes in purple or black. It's really cool. And that is, it's a cut and sew piece. It's got some really nice features. It's got the full zip up mask. So whatever you think, whatever novelty is in having this thing, right, being able to zip it up, you get that in the hoodie. You get the full zip up mask in the hoodie. So it is a really, really cool piece. And I suspect even if you mint the onesie, people are still going to want to pick up the hoodie.
I reckon. I actually think that the hoodie is going to be the item that sells the most in this collection, especially the black one. It really pops with the graphics. It's sick.
You have Tabby at the back here.
Oh my God, Don, I'm so happy. Trevor, I'm happy that you made us stop down and do this. And Don, I'm glad you showed it, because I feel like so much, because we give so much attention to the onesie, the hoodie really does feel like just sort of an afterthought. But in this collection, guys, the care that we put into the onesie, this is a special piece, but we put that care and thought into everything. Our t-shirts, our hats, our hoodie, they're really sick pieces. So don't miss this collection, because after the mint, after the pre-order, that's it. You're stuck with secondary. So make sure you don't miss this collection. You don't have a lot of opportunities to represent Web3 in your physical life. And you don't have any opportunities to represent it like this. This is as good as it gets. So do yourself a favor. Make sure that you get in on this collection. And the mint, you can do it in the mint right now.
This is where everything started. Blurry background. Let's do that.
The first print of the Tiny Tabby.
First print, yeah.
Tiny Tabby.
Tiny Tabby print.
Actually, this is the second one. So it was a total lie.
Thank you, Don. For your modeling prowess has been exceptional. But I'm getting background noise again. We've had that South by Southwest cross. I think we're getting another one coming in from the background. Do we have an unexpected guest?
No.
Say no.
That disappeared.
Don is also the producer, so he can actually override anything that.
Yes.
Computer says no.
Oh, wait. He's back. I just wanted to point out that I'm wearing the acid wash.
Oh,
shirt.
is it? It's hard to see in the detail. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna disappear.
We're crossing to a super yacht with
Super
Post
yacht.
Malone.
There we go.
Oh, no way.
And I'm gonna just
That boy Slim is there.
wild
Dylan
bird
Francis is there. Steve Aoki's there.
I can't tell you how disappointed I am that I've already traveled on a train, a blimp. I took a train to a blimp, to a boat, and you're still doing this podcast.
Yeah.
Is there anything that can stop you guys?
We're about to get into the mint. You've just joined us. We're about to start unpacking the mint for everybody that's
We're
happening.
going to do a live walkthrough.
We're going to do a live walkthrough now.
I'm going to share my screen.
Listen, I love you. I love you guys. But have you ever thought about like a podcast that went for under 2 hours? Ever? Have a great.
We don't have meetings that go for under 2 hours. How can we get a podcast to go under 2 hours?
Is this a podcast? I thought it was a live stream. We just have a 24-hour broadcast from our offices.
Can you put Snoop on camera so we can say hello to Snoop?
You are to podcast what is what is it? CNN. You're doing the podcast what CNN did to the news. That's my life. We all know what that is.
Web3 needs a 24-hour news source.
The best part about our podcast, Brooke, is that the good stuff's always at the end, and only 5 people ever get to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Those 5 people have got all of the good stuff. They're supremely entertained. The other hundreds of people that left after 5 minutes miss all the good stuff.
So let's do it. Let Brooke's here. Brooke, let Brooke wrap it up. Someone can sign us off here.
Brooke.
Oh, he's got no audio.
Brooke, do you have audio? The sat phone doesn't seem to be coming in properly.
You wrap it up, guys. I'm here just listening.
Well, Shay, I want to say thank you. And Trevor, you can wrap it up. You almost did it. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
All right. Shay, thank you so much for everything you've done. This mint would not have happened without your initial open mind and allowing us to do crazy stuff with your collection. It's been a lot of fun. I know everybody in our community is having a great time. I know you've won a few Walker holders from this collection, and we've won a few drug receipts holders as well, which is really special. And I think irrespective of where we end up or what happens over the next 12, 24, 48 hours, this has been a huge success. And we are super proud of what we've achieved, not only with this crazy outfit and the stuff that the sick collection that goes with it, but also everything that we've done on OpenSea. So thank you. Thank you.
Likewise.
We look forward to doing stuff more again soon. I'm going to go and join Brooke on the super yacht with Snoop now.
Quality and creativity are unstoppable forces. That's all I'm going to say. And out.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Always
Thank
a
you,
pleasure
guys.
seeing you.
Cheers.
Thank you for your support. Get into the mint.
Snugs
Share
and
it with your
kisses.
friends. Don't forget the pre-order opens tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Cheers.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Show the video. Show the video again. Show the